Hello everyone, welcome to MS Aptiv webcast. In this video, we are going to see the steps on how to create and assign custom role-based access control remote help role in Microsoft Intune. To be able to use remote help solution, we will need to be assigned the proper permissions. We can use the built-in role or create custom Intune roles to grant only the remote help app permissions that you want different groups of users to have. To create, edit, or assign roles, your account must have Global Administrator or Intune Service Administrator permissions. First, you need to access and log into the Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center. We can access Microsoft Endpoint Manager using the URL https://endpoint.microsoft.com. On homepage, click on Tenant Administration and then click on Roles. In this example, we will create a new custom role that allows users to have view the screen permissions while using a remote help application. To create a new custom role, select Create. On the Basics page, enter a name and description for this new role. We have given name MSF Remote Help View the Screen Permission. We have also added the description: a remote help user with view screen permission is allowed to only view the remote device screen using a remote help application. Click Next to continue. On the Permissions page, choose the permissions you want to use with this custom role. In our case, we will edit the permission for the remote help application. Edit the permission for the remote help application. A remote help app user with view screen permission is allowed to only view the screen. Let me set this permission to Yes. Then we have two more permissions. Enabling elevation allows the helper to view and control the other user's device when the user grants the helper access. Full control options enables a helper to directly make configurations or take actions on the device when remote help is enabled. You can set up the permission as per your requirement. But in this example, we want to test custom role permission as well, and that's why we are going with view screen permission. And now I'm going to click Next to continue. By default, the default scope tag is added to all untagged objects that support scope tags. At this moment, we are going with default scope tag. Click Next. Review your configuration. Choose Create. Wait for the confirmation message. We can see the message, MSF Remote Help View the Screen Permission successfully created. Before our remote help admins can use the new permissions, we must assign the role to a group that contains the user. Choose the custom role you want to assign. In our case, we will click on MSF Remote Help View the Screen Permission. Under Manage, click on Assignments. Click on Assign plus icon. On the Basics page, enter an assignment name and optional assignment description. We have given name Assign Remote Help View Permission. We have also added description Assign Remote Help View Permission to member of the group Remote Help Admins. Click Next. Select the admin groups. These are the groups containing the administrators you want to assign the role to. For this example, I have created one security group named Remote Help Admins. All the users from the Remote Help Admin are added to the Remote Help Admins group. Click on Add Groups. From the list, we will select our group Remote Help Admins. Click on Select. make sure Remote Help Admins group is selected. Click Next. On the Scope Groups page, choose a group containing the users or devices that the member of Remote Help Admins will be allowed to manage. We also have the option to choose all users and all devices. In this example, we will click on Add All Devices to include. All devices are selected. Click Next to continue. On the Scope Tags page, choose tags where this role assignment will be applied. We want to apply this role to default scope tag. Click on Select Scope Tags. From the list, we will select the default scope tag. Click on Select. Click Next to continue. On the Review plus Create page, when you are done, choose Create and wait for the confirmation message. The new assignment is now displayed in the list of assignments. At this point, we have created a custom Remote Help app role, and we have also assigned the custom role to our test group. The members of our test group will now have the required permission to use Remote Help app and can remotely connect to other users' device using Remote Help application. Remember, Remote Help app must be installed on each device before that device can be used to participate in a Remote Help session. Users can download the latest version of Remote Help app directly from Microsoft website. We can also deploy Remote Help app to all the devices in our tenant using App Deployment option. Keep in mind that it takes about 5 minutes for the role assignment to be processed. So if you get an error message about the permissions, wait for some time and try again. We want to test this custom role and custom role assignment. For this demo, we have two Windows 10 devices named Lab Win10-CLI01 and Lab Win10-CLI02. Let's go to our Lab Win10-CLI01 device. This is Lab Win10-CLI01 device on which we have signed in as a test user 2. We have assigned the custom Remote Help app role to our security group, Remote Help Admins, and test user 2 is member of that group. So our user test user 2 can help someone using the Remote Help application. Let's go to our other Windows 10 device. This is Lab Win10-CLI02 device on which we have signed in as a test user 1. Test user 1 is seeking help using a Remote Help application. We have already opened Remote Help application on our both devices, and on both devices, respective users are already signed in the application. One more time, we are confirming that here user 2 is already signed in Remote Help application. As test user 2 is going to help our test user 1, so we need a security code. Click on Get a Security Code. Click on Copy to Clipboard to copy the security code. We need to give this security code to our test user 1. So let's go back to Lab Win10-CLI02. Let me paste the code here. After the test user 1 enters the code, our devices will connect. So paste the security code and click on Submit. Wait for the session to establish. Here we can see the message waiting for the person helping you to set up the session. So let's go back to our Lab Win10-CLI01. And as we can see here, we don't have the option to take full control as we have only assigned the view screen permission. Let me click on view screen. Okay, here we can see the message again waiting for the person you are helping to share their screen. So let's go back to Lab Win10-CLI02. And here we have the option that test user 2 is asking to see your screen. Remember to close anything you don't want them to see. Let me click on Allow to give the permission. After we click on Allow, TestUser2 can see the screen of TestUser1. Remember, currently we are on LabWin10-CLI02. Let me go back to LabWin10-CLI01. This is the computer from where we are helping our other user, TestUser1. Okay, now if I try to double click on any of the icons on the desktop, I'm not able to do anything. Why? Because we have only a view screen permission. So if TestUser2 want to help the other user, he need to chat with that user. Let me go back to the CLI02. Okay. Here, let's send a message. We have typed the message. How can I perform manual sync with Intune? Let me click on send. So we have sent the message. Now if we go back to the other computer, here we can see message received. How can I perform manual sync with Intune? After entering the answer, let me click on send. And now the user can see the reply here. Double click on the shortcut icon, name Intune Sync on your desktop. So this is the way how TestUser2 can help our TestUser1. This means the custom role assignment is working fine in our test environment. Generally, you want to assign elevation level permission to the user for remote help application. But in this example, just for the testing purpose, we have assigned the view the screen permission. Okay, let me end this session because we also want to check one more thing. Okay. Perfect. Let me close this and let's open a remote help again. Let me again remind you that we have given the permission to TestUser2. Now let's see what happens if TestUser1 try to give support to other user using the remote help application. Remember, TestUser1 is not a member of the remote help admins group. Let's go back to our LabWin10-CLI02 VM. Click on Get a Security Code. Click on Copy to Clipboard to copy the security code. Go back to LabWin10-CLI01. Let me paste the code here. Now click on Submit. Okay, we are receiving message waiting for the person helping you to set up the session. Go back to LabWin10-CLI02. And here we can see the message. It looks like you don't have the right permissions, so request is denied automatically as TestUser1 does not have any permission for remote help application. Only TestUser2 with custom remote help app role permission can connect other devices using remote help application. You can create 3 roles for remote help app and assign the permissions accordingly. One custom role with remote help full control permission, second custom role with remote help elevation permission, and third custom role with remote help view screen permission. And then assign the custom roles as per required permissions. That concludes the video on how to create and assign custom role-based access control remote help role in Microsoft Intune. We have also tested the role assignment and permissions. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a nice day.